Good morning, beautiful people. I'm pumped up today. I tell you what, I'm really excited for this to come this weekend. It's senior day. Indiana versus Wisconsin at home at the Rock. Let's go. I'm telling you, I'm pumped for this game. I want everybody to stay for 4 quarters. Let's give our guys a big cheer out after this season. An amazing season. We have a chance today, or this Saturday at noon, to go undefeated at home for 2 years in a row. Never have I ever seen this in 30 plus years. So everybody come to the stadium, pack the Rock, be loud, stay all 4 quarters. And now we're going to get into it a little bit. This Indiana versus Wisconsin game, some statistics, also some other news that might come up. So let's get to it. This is Hoosier Faithful with Jason Simpson and Chase Simpson. So here we go. Let's start this out. We've been talking about the last couple of days about Wisconsin's offense against our defense. Wisconsin's offense is not really moving the ball really well. The Wisconsin's offense is they average 255 yards per game, 135 in the SBS, passing 140.6 yards per game, 130, rushing 115 yards per game, 116, scoring 12.6 points per game, 134th. They're mostly a run-orientated offense, especially now after they're in the fourth. They're on their fourth QB, I believe, still. Last week, a player got hurt. He's questionable for this game. We'll have to see what happens there. So what do you think, Chase, about this Wisconsin offense and how we have to...
So with Wisconsin's offense, they run what we call as an RVO. An RVO is a reliable, violent offense. So they're going to use a lot of misdirection. They're going to use a lot of schemes that, to disrupt us.
Our defense, yeah.
Which, again, stayed up all night watching film like I always do. We come to watch like the games against Iowa, those bigger, better defenses, it wasn't very, they didn't look very hot. Granted, they have a lot of starters out that could,
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of injuries at key positions.
And man, I feel bad for Wisconsin because, they were supposed to be a top 25 team this year coming up, and so happened to be it didn't happen.
Yeah, their quarterback got hurt in the first game of the year, their starter quarterback, and that's just rough on any coach.
Yeah.
Luke Fickell gets an extension to stay there. He got the promise that he's not going to lose his job, which is huge because when you get down to your fourth quarterback on the roster, that's hard for anybody to win.
That's hard for anyone.
Any offensive coordinator is like, oh, what do I do next? So really, I think that we'll dominate them on defense. We should. We should, on film, when you look like we should, we're going to have to give it our all this game.
Yeah.
Because Wisconsin's defense is really a good defense.
That's their spark right there.
Yeah, that's what is their team. Is their defense is really good.
That's what stopped Washington.
Yeah.
They home field advantage. I get it too, but they have a good spark. But more on offense too, and I'm looking at it. So they use a lot of pre-snap motions. Now, if you don't remember, back in the Oregon game, this is what caught us off guard.
Yeah.
So somebody to watch for. They still have a really good running back out back.
They have a couple of good running backs.
They have a couple
of big boys back there too.
Yeah.
Like Ron Dane type. I mean, this big bruising running back.
And they are going to run up the gut, so Fisher's going to have to be ready.
Yeah, our defensive line is definitely going to have to be ready. I'm curious if we won't do some adjustments, maybe bring some more meat inside. We'll see what we do.
This game, I want to see Kamara on the inside.
Not defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I want to see him on the inside. There's a reason why, though. They have a freshman offensive tackle, who, yes, has seen some playing time because the starter's out.
Yeah.
But Kamara needs to do more. They've been double teaming him like no other, and I think he wants to eat. So let the big boy eat.
Yeah,
This is
especially on senior day.
It's the last home game. Let the boy eat. Okay. Yeah. I get if the coach wants to come out and make a statement. Let's make a statement first and start switching our guys up a little bit, especially our seniors.
Yeah.
Out of anybody at IU football right now that plays on my team, our seniors deserve it all. They deserve that shine. So, in my thought process, Kamara, defensive tackle, Daly on the outside. Because that's what they do, but they're gonna be moving a lot of motions. There's gonna be a lot of different motions that we're not used to seeing.
Do a lot of stunting is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're gonna do a lot of that. They're gonna try their hardest to protect their QB.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our defense doing a lot of stunts.
Oh, our defense doing a lot of stunts? Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of stunts.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think, okay? Anything can happen on any given Saturday.
Right.
ESPN can rate us at 95% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Right? So that means that there's a 5% chance still we can lose.
Yeah, this is going to be another physical game.
It's going to be another.
Our offense versus their defense. It's going to be physical. Our offensive linemen are going to have to.
They have nothing to lose. Let me put it like that. Just like Penn State.
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose.
Well, Penn State's a lot better team than Wisconsin.
Yeah, definitely. By far. But that's what I'm saying, though. Okay? Penn State was now 3-16. These guys are what? 3-6. They're 3-6 too. So
1-5 in the Big Ten.
So we got to think about this real quick, okay?
The first one was coming to Washington last weekend. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking about too. Is this game is one of those games that I hope that we're up for. Our offensive line. I don't know what the status is for our offensive linemen that have been out. And Benson, I think he's going to be playing. I think he twists an ankle, and then Zen should move into guard again. I think this weekend. Johnny had a good block last week on that final drive. He really picked it up well. Picked up that blitzer and did a great job there. I think we have to get the running game going this year, or this game. I really do. I'm really interested to see that. We are having a hard time running the ball against this kind of defense we're going to face.
4-2-5.
4-2-5, yes, 4-2-5 defense. Notice they do mix up man and zone. I do think that against Washington, I saw them playing a lot of zone, and even their linebackers in zone, taking away the passing lanes on the RPOs. And we've struggled with that this year. Every defense that we've faced that does this, we've had trouble with. Someone out there, defensive coordinator out there, figured out how to stop us from doing the, RPO zone reads.
Yeah, they can.
They can ball.
They can ball. I just from what I watched, they have a really good guy on the outside and a couple good linebackers. There's this cornerback that had an amazing game, number 2. I can't think of his name at this very moment, but he was locking down their best wide receiver from Washington.
Right.
And kind of scares me a little bit now. That wide receiver, man, I couldn't tell you how tall that boy was, but he was up there. He was up there.
Yeah.
And he locked him down. So, we got to figure out what we're going to do in this game. Because they have the defense to make us pay for some mistakes.
Yeah, I agree with you. field position, time of possession is what Wisconsin's going to try to do to us.
Yeah, they're going to try to run that clock on
They'll
us.
run the clock down on us like games we've had in the past. I really think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, all in all, their linebackers are freshmen, and I'm hoping that our freshmen are. Sorry, I was having some static there. That are freshmen, and they're young, but they're playing very well.
Yeah,
for Wisconsin.
Yeah, definitely. They're smart. You know, they've been around the block a couple times. You know, facing these other teams that have pretty well rounded offenses. You know, the more playing time you get is the more on the resume. So you just got to take a look and take a grain of rice when you can, because these guys will make you pay if you slip up.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, these guys though on the defensive side of the ball for them, pretty big boys. they're pretty big.
Yeah, the defensive tackles are big guys, and they soak up a lot there. On the defensive side of the ball. I'm trying to look it up because I thought I had it up here, but apparently I didn't. But yeah.
Yeah, trying to see what we got for Wisconsin. Let's see.
But anyway, we'll get back to that. So I think that like I said, the Wisconsin defense is going to give us some problems. I really believe that they are. They have some good young linebackers that are in there. They had to come in and play because of injuries, and they've been playing really well against Washington. They played really well on film, and I really like this to see our offense, Indiana's offense, just run the ball.
Yeah.
Run the ball. Let's get the running game back going again, which will open up passing lanes later on in the game. Very seldom this year did I see a play action pass in the game against last week against Penn State. We had a really nice play action pass. Go to Charlie Becker for a big gain.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good to see that. We need to build now. What I really wish would happen this game is that we get a lead, so we can take a big lead, so we take some of our starters out to rest. I don't know if it will happen or not because their seniors are on the field, but our seniors, it's important for them to have a big game going out this last game at home. We have to be loud for them because what they've done. But so let's get the running game going on offense. I'm jumping around a little bit. I tend to do that once in a while. Let's get the running game on offense going. Defensively now, you said for us defensively, you said you wanted to shift up our defensive linemen and the positioning. What do you think going into a 4-man front or staying at the 3-man front? What?
Wait, are you talking for our defense against their offense?
Yeah.
I would do a 4-3 to be honest with you.
A 4-3.
I would.
Yeah.
They have 2 running backs in there that can make a statement. And there's a lot of schemes in there that Wisconsin's going to run with their QBs being out.
Yeah.
That they're not going to really give them the trust in the throwing that ball deep with their 2, best, safeties out there. If they do, it's going to be down the middle.
Right.
It's going to be a post route for them that, it's going to be a quick post route. It's not going to be anything fancy like going down the field. Now, the QB, the 4-string, he can still throw that ball.
Yeah, he can.
But I think with Pons and, you got, who else you got back there? Moore, you got
Jamari Sharp.
I mean,
Farrell.
We have a pretty strong
Good shit.
second, backfield there, and you got to be able. You'll see what I'm talking about. If they can't throw the ball against us, they're going to try to run it. If they can't run the ball against us, they're going to try to pass it. They're going to try to toss it. They're going to try to do whatever they want. They have nothing to lose.
They have nothing to lose. You're right about that.
So this is going to be okay. Let's play some football. This isn't going to be anything where it's going to be like, oh, this is going to be on the line. No, it's not going to be like that. For us, it's like that.
Right.
But for them, no. They're just going to be coming in and wreak havoc. And plus, everybody, if you guys didn't watch the weather for Saturday, it's going to be beautiful football weather.
Yeah, 70 degrees.
I don't want to hear the reason why you guys didn't stay for all 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's just
beautiful weather. Yeah, it's going to be a little cooler in the middle, but one person that I noticed in the last game for IU on film that didn't get much credit was Hardy. On some of the plays that he made were huge plays. He was like our standout on defense last week. Really was, and I like to see him that he's up. I like to see that he's playing well. We have to really, really have to go out with a bang. It'd be nice to have our, undefeated at home for 2 years.
Yeah.
I think that we will. I really do. Because we have a lot of seniors on our team right now. That will be going out this year, and some of the players that are going out will be in their final game of their career that have been here since Tom Allen era. So I really like to see them go out. What a great time it must be for them. Coach Allen and his squad was a good coaching staff. Got some good players in here, and they just couldn't make it work. I think due to financial, not getting the finances behind them. But we'll see. I have a bunch of the seniors that are be going out this weekend. We have a ton of seniors on the roster. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's this game, like this game for us as Indiana is going to be a big game. It's another big game. And my theory on the reason why we look so tired on that Penn State game because we went back-to-back away games.
Right.
You got a few days to watch. We have Monday to watch film, Tuesday to watch film, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're practicing for an hour 30, 2 hours, and then you're leaving out that Friday night. Sleep in the hotel, and then go to the football stadium in the morning to play a noon game.
Right.
Those noon games. Now, if it was, I think it would have been different if it was like 3:30 or a 7:00 game.
Yeah.
But I think it was a back-to-back. Leaving both times game. Man, the boys look tired. I think once that crowd starts going wild for them for it being senior day, pack that rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think all that tiredness and everything is going to be away. It's time to play football. Also, little backtrack here, Dad.
Yeah.
So this guy, Mason Posa, is not the defensive end.
He's not?
No. Posa is actually a freshman linebacker. 32 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. He was the spy that single-handedly stopped Washington's very good QB.
Right.
Those 2 forced fumbles were from last week's game. Those 32 tackles, yes, 32 tackles, right?
Yeah.
15 solo, 17 assists, 3 sacks. You don't even want to know how big this boy is.
How big is he?
Oh, boy. They won't even let me click on it. Hold on. I'll tell you. I got Mason Posas bio. There he is. Sorry, guys. It took me a second. He is. This must be a Wisconsin thing. Well, it's not up there. Give me a second.
That's okay. Yeah. But getting back to it, playing against this defense, so like I said, I think we should get the running game going. Get play action passes going, doubling up, and yeah, they have some big boys on the defensive line.
6'3", 231.
6'3", 231 linebacker.
As a linebacker, outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
That's a lot of the players are that size.
Yeah, between 6'3", 6'6". I mean, one of their linemen on there is 6'6", 321 pounds.
Right. They're big.
That's a big dude. If I was running up that gut and I see that man, I'm turning around and going the other way.
No, I'm not running back to the other end.
I'm running the other way. He's gonna eat me.
Yeah.
I'm 5'6", 160. God dang.
Oh yeah, but our running backs aren't 5'6". We really got to get that going. Huh?
BB.
BB's a big boy too.
BB's not a big boy.
Yes, he is.
LaBB Jr.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to spell that. I'm not gonna attempt.
Never mind. But yeah, so
found him. He's 5'10", 220.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
He's a bigger guy than you, yeah.
All right. What I want to see out of the offense off of this game is, like you said, I want to run it. I want to run the ball up the gut, make them pay.
I think it's going to be key too that our wide receivers. I have a question for you. I was thinking about Charlie Becker in the last game had an amazing football game.
Yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah.
In Surratt's spot.
Yeah.
And E.J. Williams is a really good, capable wide receiver. But what if we had Becker and Williams on one side of the field? Surratt gets back, have him and Cooper on the other side of the field as a 4 wide, like they did going down the field. That's what we were using. Mm-hmm. We're using a four wide receiver set. Wouldn't that be something? Talk about a matchup nightmare.
That would be a matchup nightmare. Come to think about it. But there's always the saying: don't always throw all your cards on the table.
Yeah, wait until the Big Ten championship or getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, don't throw all your cards out on the table. Figure out, who's with what. You got. Well, that's the reasoning for film. You look at these matchups, especially if you're the head coach or offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
you're looking at these matchups.
Offensive coordinator, all of them are watching a ton of film, daily,
watching what the matchups were like.
Yeah,
who would we put here? What would we put here? All right, this guy's weak in this side. This is what we're gonna do with him.
Yeah, this weekend, I really think that we need to have a big game from Hemby. Really do, in black. I'm just thinking that it's going to have to be that way. Wide receivers are going to have to get into the game like they did last game. They've made some beautiful catches last game. I'd like to see what the matchup is, because on the outside, I don't think that they can match up with us very well at their cornerback position. I just don't. On film, I haven't been able to see it. They run a lot of zone schemes, trying to take away that pass with the safety and corners, and dropping the linebackers into coverage like a Tampa 2 kind of, or cover 6, cover 3. They do a lot of that on defense. Now, if they do that on defense, that's when our wide receivers are going to have to separate and find that pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They do mix in some man there, but I don't think they can compete with us if they decide to go man against us. I don't see it.
No,
I will.
we'll topple you.
We'll kill them. I mean, our offensive line is going to have to step it up this game for sure. So both sides of the ball, both offensive defensive linemen, that's where it starts and finishes. We're gonna have to really do that well.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly don't think they can compete with our wide receivers on the outside.
I don't think so either. Like I said though, I've seen weird stuff happen before.
Yeah.
Really hoping to see Surratt this game.
I don't think he's gonna play.
You don't think so?
No, if I was the coach, I mean, I'm not speaking for the coaches at all, but if I was the coach, I would rest him this game. He gets another week after this because we're on the off week.
Yeah.
And we have Purdue.
Yeah.
At Purdue, I would put him in at Purdue for a set number of plays just to get his feet underneath them, get the timing back, with Mendoza, and get him ready for the Big Ten championship game. Now that's one thing I've been thinking about too. What's the Big Ten championship game going to even if Ohio State goes undefeated and beats Michigan and beats some of the other games that they have coming up, which looks like it's pretty easy for them. Ohio State's been resting their offense a lot. Like the way they're doing their offense is they're not blowing out teams. They're kind of sitting back now to keep, because like if you look at it, they're probably getting a whole extra off week with how much rest they're getting on the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball. But I'm getting ahead of myself, and I know you don't like that, but
no, it's a really good question, and I'm following it.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see about that. Just resting some of our guys that are dinged up, getting the extra off week.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I would say with that is that Ohio State doesn't do it because, I mean, it's Ohio State. Let's really get down to the nitty-gritty with them.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They don't have anything that they have to prove. The only thing that they have to prove is that they stay at number one.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to do that, yeah, it's smart to rest your guys. But they're not showing the whole package.
No,
and I know this because of how many years
of
watching Ohio State.
Yeah.
I like it when the SEC calls out the Ohio State.
Yeah.
And that's probably the only time I'll ever resign in watching Ohio State is against the SEC.
Yeah.
But this is something that we have to understand. And this goes the same way for the SEC teams too. Y'all play each other all the time. And
right.
You never know who's going to win that game.
Right.
We play each other all the time. You never know who's going to win that game.
Right.
We do rest our guys. More than you know. There's a lot of substitution going on and actually resting.
Not on the offensive line, there's not.
The offensive line, yeah, I know that. But I'm talking about our key players that we normally, because that's the same thing Ohio State does. They don't rest their offensive line. They get constant plays. And I've been watching film on them already. I've been watching film on for about a week and a half now.
Right.
They substitute their guys. And it's still the first string.
They substitute their offensive linemen during the games.
Yes. We do the same thing.
Not really. He's getting angry at me.
I do the same. Okay, so then explain to me this. You want to get down to it, and I've been watching all these games.
Right.
Right? Not just the highlights, all these games.
Right. I don't watch just the highlights. I watch film too.
You're telling me that we don't substitute our offensive line
Just due to injuries.
Yes. But so you can't tell me that the second string and the third string have been substituting at Penn State. You can't tell me Benson was out and the second string stood up. Half of these games, half of our games, Alberto Mendoza has been in. That has been our second string line, and our first string was out with their helmets off.
Right. Yeah.
Sure. At the third.
Right.
Yeah. So we do the same.
Oh, we do it then. You win.
We do it because I'm that keen in watching this.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ohio State does the same thing. They start beating them by a small margin because they have nothing to prove like we do. Because if we don't take structure and grit, ESPN, Fox, and all them are going to look at us different. We don't blow a team out, they already do it now.
Right.
So we keep a lot of our first string in, our first string line, because we have a very vulnerable player that's coming back next year that we don't want him to get hurt.
Right.
I see why Coach does it. I see why our lines coach do it.
Yeah.
Okay. But with Ohio State, they have nothing to prove like we do, and that's the reason why. They don't have to beat a team by a margin. All they got to do is just beat them to keep the whole number one spot.
Right. They're just winning to win the game, not to blow anybody out.
Right. We have to. Because we have...
Our perception.
Yeah. We have two other teams that are behind us, SEC teams, that are behind us, that are mouth-watering wanting this number 2 spot just sitting. Told us that's why we have to win. Right? I'm honestly shocked we even held number 2 after last week.
Yeah, I thought for sure Texas A&M would slip into that.
Yeah, I for sure thought, but that's why we have something to prove in this game.
It's like Ohio State with a 1 seed. I mean, they'll have a hard way to go on that side of the bracket, and us sitting at number 2 seed, we actually had a better bracket as a whole, teams to play.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to see what happens there. We're planning on going to the Ohio State Indiana game at Lucas Oil,
which is our home game.
Our home game. But yeah. So getting back to this game, I was trying to get the list of seniors up. I really would like to recognize them, and I have it under sheets up there on the top. It should say Indiana roster.
And on mine?
Yeah. A tab.
I don't see it.
It should be up there. No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'll get it up real quick, Dad. You can keep on talking.
Yeah. I really like to recognize the seniors. This going to be the last home game and what they've experienced the last 2 years. Now, some of them are people that have transferred in, but there is some players that are on the team that have been here for the whole time, their whole career. So, yeah, I just really like to recognize them. I know that we have a quarterback at Wilson, but we have a lot of seniors that are gonna.
We got Keelan Black, Roman Hemley, Elijah Surratt. How do you say Jackson's first name? Mikhail Jackson, Jonathan Brady, James Bomba.
Yeah, Bomba.
Riley Nowalski.
Yeah.
Holden States. Zen Mikowski.
Yeah.
Kylo Benson.
Yeah.
Pat Coogan.
Yeah.
Mikhail Kamara. Stephen Daly. Keelan Watt. Jose Wheeler.
Yeah.
Wyatt. Is it?
It's Wyatt.
Oh, there is a Y in there.
Yeah.
Wow. Jose Wheeler. Dominic Ratcliffe. Yeah, this is getting me a little nervous. Aiden Fisher. Lewis Moore. Brendan Craigie. Mitch McCarthy. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of guys. Ejon Williams has another COVID year?
No, he's out after this. Is last year. This is his COVID year right now.
Oh, so they're seniors too then, huh?
Yeah.
Grant Wilson.
Yeah.
Solomon Van Horst.
Yeah.
EJ. Devin Boykin.
Yeah.
Bison Bonds.
Yeah.
Mark Langston. We have a lot of people leaving.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Coop's only a junior?
Yep.
You think he's gonna come back for one more year?
Yeah.
You think so?
I would. I say this for both of them.
Bones Jones.
Isaiah, yeah, he's one of the Indiana, players that stuck around.
Yeah.
I know that Moore left and came back. So he was here for the years that we weren't playing. We didn't get a lot of wins. So there's a lot of players on this roster that are going to be graduating, and it's important for us as IU fans. Now I'm a fan, but I'll criticize when you need to criticize somebody. I really hope that our fans are out for all 4 quarters at 11:30 a.m. They're going to have the senior celebration presentation for the seniors out on this team. Yeah, and I really hope that we show them outright, like a number 2 team in the nation should, like undefeated for 2 years in a row should. Our fans are going to have to stay all 4 quarters and keep it going.
Right. Yeah, we need to show them appreciation. Without them, we wouldn't be where. Well, it's a team effort, but without a lot of them, bringing in the skill that they had, we have to appreciate that a little bit. Also, being back to back, what I'm saying is it's gonna mean more to them than anything. It's gonna put them a certain way, and it's gonna hype them up a bit that we appreciate all they've done. And it's going to be a really touching moment for any university and for them.
Right, it is. It means a lot to the players, even though they might have transferred in here, last year.
Right.
Or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna mean a lot to these kids. It's gonna be emotional. And as fans, I'm a fan, been for a long time, that we have to really give these young men the proper farewell.
Yeah.
Out of this stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a lot to happen if we got a home game now. I mean, with our record the way it is, and even if we were to lose Ohio State, if we play Ohio State, because Michigan's still in it.
Yeah.
So
the team up north.
So, and Ohio State has to go to Michigan, and they haven't won in 4 years. But so that they would take the number 1 spot. This game too was the game of Wisconsin. The Wisconsin game that we're playing here. If we win this game, we're guaranteed the conference championship, because it's a wash then.
Yeah.
But right now, we're pretty much guaranteed the conference championship because of the 2, and because we went head to head with a lot of the teams that are behind us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Overall, we don't think this is the first game of the year. We need to come in.
Yeah, first game.
Come in and do what
we know.
We're 1-0. That's I like this grit that coach has put on these boys. I love it. You think these are now 3 games. 3 games that we've came so close to, and we came out on top every time. We had the game against Oregon.
At Oregon.
The game at Iowa.
At Penn State. All away games.
3 of those games
were close.
Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
That takes grit.
Yeah.
Determination.
It's great senior leadership.
Very.
The coaches only can do so much.
Yeah.
The coaches can only say so much, do so much, try to get you in the right position to win. But it comes down to the senior leadership.
Mm-hmm.
To get in there and see it, But yeah.
Yeah, and without our seniors there, that might not have been done. It might not have been what we're looking at now. But this game against Wisconsin, this is a big game for them.
Big game for Wisconsin, big game for IU.
And this is a game that is here at home at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a show out. This is a big game.
Right.
We need to show out. We need to let them know that we are here. This is another statement game, believe it or not. At this point, this late in the year, our wins mean nothing to them.
Right. And they haven't been here during our fans like this.
No.
They've never played here with our fans packed full.
No.
They've never seen it.
No.
And we surprised some teams this year where they come in and they're like, wow.
Yeah.
This is not the Indiana of old. This crowd is pretty loud now,
Yeah. The way the stadium
sits.
And a lot of drunken IU fans and a lot of sober IU fans and just fans in general, the way that the stadium sits, it gets loud. I've never seen the stadium like this. I have for the past 2 years now. I love it. But when that noise starts getting, that you can hear it from where we sit. It's like a pulse.
Yeah. I
can only imagine what it feels like down that field.
I would like to sit down there just one, give me one series just to see how loud it is on the field. I would love to see that and hear that.
I know a man.
I know. I know a couple of men. I know a couple of people that are on the sideline with Coach.
Yeah.
That I used to work with. So,
I just want to hear what it's like.
Right.
I want to hear that. A little bit more on Wisconsin though. This is another nitty-gritty team. A bunch of big boys, both front lines. We're at the, ease them in early. We have to, get on that QB quick, break their will. We have to
stop the run.
They come up to that line. Our linebackers are going to need to crack them early.
Yeah.
Let them know they're there.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, I'm here.
Yeah. I think there's going to be some nice battling going on.
Yeah. I agree. There's a lot of people have to realize too that on our team, there's a lot of Wisconsin transfers that transfer to our team, and a lot of these kids played against each other in high school.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Wisconsin players from Wisconsin. Players from Wisconsin on our team.
Mm-hmm.
That was what part of our main recruiting area was that area for a long time. So it's going to mean a lot for that.
Yeah, definitely it is. And another thing is that if I hear someone from Wisconsin go, from Wisconsin, I promise you ain't going to like me for a good 10 minutes. I hate that accent.
Oh, come on now. It's almost like the Northern New York accent.
I can deal with Canadian. I can deal with Canadian accents. I just can't, for some reason, people from Minnesota and Wisconsin, I just can't handle it. I don't know.
I played hockey there for a year. I've got a lot of friends from the North.
The North?
Yeah.
Yeah, the North?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of hockey
Speak English, buddy.
No. I can't. Sometimes I go back into my Canadian American.
It gets so
slang.
annoying. It's so annoying.
Get that slang going, especially when I go visit back to where I grew up at.
So annoying.
Or I run into some people from up there.
Hey, bud.
We start we start talking.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
Man. Guys, let me tell you something. I'm from Indiana. Right?
You're born
I
here.
was born here.
Raised here.
Raised here. And, we all have that little thing where it's just like some of those accents get under our skin because, we're from the Midwest and we have the way we talk. The Hoosier accent is very unique at itself. Okay, we have a little bit of Southern, a little bit of Northern, a little bit of Eastern, a little bit of Western. We all have a little bit, okay?
Yeah, it's a very diverse city we live in.
Whenever you have two parents, one from Western New York and one from Northern New York.
It's a whole different language in those two parts of New York, too.
It really is, okay? Like, I've picked up a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And having to learn the different ways that my family talk and then the way I talk. Trust me, every single time I go up to upstate New York, I get made fun of because of my accent.
Southern drawl.
All right.
But anyway, we got to get off this topic because we've been sitting here for 5 minutes or more talking about accents. This is football.
This is football. We're getting there. Okay. My father, all right, when he goes to upstate New York.
Northern.
Okay. Northern New York.
Thousand Islands region. That's
okay. Thousand Islands.
It's a different breed.
Whatever. This is what I'm scared of about the Wisconsin game. He's going to hear someone from Wisconsin, all right, and the northern accent's going to come out on him. And I have to sit here and deal with it for a whole at least 24 hours before he realizes where the hell he is at. All right, you're in Indiana.
Yeah.
All right. We just need to make it our own accent, our own language. Okay, anyway, back to football. The Badgers have a really good running back system. They've always had really good running backs come in and out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, they substitute a lot.
One thing that I'm very interested in seeing is how they're going to substitute with us. Because we have Bones Jones in the back. We have our boy Aiden Fisher. And Hardy really good at stopping on the outside run on the edges.
Right.
So is Bones Jones. He picks up on a lot of stuff really quick, and
he does. He's a player this year that he's been injured a lot, didn't get to play a lot, and he's come in and just played great.
One thing I do want Aiden to do though is not to get sucked in too quick. I noticed at a couple of those Penn State plays, he got sucked in a couple times.
Yeah.
Now he was making the correct call, right? But with this Badgers team,
they like to suck you in.
They like making you see differently than what you know. Aiden's smarter than that. I have full faith in them. Wisconsin has a lot of these little pitch and go plays. So we're gonna have to watch for that on Bones Jones and Hardy's side. Expect a lot of option plays.
Oh, for the Wisconsin offense.
Yeah,
they do run a lot of option plays.
Yeah, so we have to watch that.
It's not really it's not a triple option. It's just like an option offense.
Yeah, that's misdirection.
And misdirection offense. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And they run the pistol a lot. Too.
Yeah. And I have a feeling they're going to do that a lot during an IU game just based on the fact, they have that QB back there.
And he can run the ball, too.
He can run the ball. He's quick.
Yeah.
I just don't want to fall back into our ODU problem where that QB ran right up the middle.
We've had that quarterback a lot this season who we played against, a dual threat.
Yeah.
But this quarterback in Wisconsin's like a pure runner.
Yeah.
He can still toss that ball. He can still flick that rock pretty far, but we have to think to ourselves, though, do we want to do that against these linebackers of ours that will punish you every single time you do it?
Right. I really think that we can get in on this offensive line is very good. I think that we're playing against. They have a lot of injuries there, but we should really do well against them. So.
Yeah, me too. I think so too. We just, got to watch these little things because those little things could turn into big problems. We don't want that to happen.
Right.
What else do I wanted to go about? I mean, we still have 30 minutes, Dad. Do we want to keep on trucking?
No, keep on trucking for a while.
Keep on trucking. We'll go until about noon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but.
No. One thing I wanted to talk about, and I wanted your opinion on, because I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think that we deserve the spot that the committee gave us?
Number 2?
Yeah. And why?
Yes, I do think that we deserve that spot because our wins that we've had. Our wins that we've had on the road, Iowa, Oregon, Penn State.
Yep.
Our wins on the road, we've won every road test, and our key games in Illinois was ranked high when we played them. So yeah, I mean, I do think that we're a number 2 team. Now, in saying that, Texas A&M looks really good too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of it's gonna come down to, which it shouldn't. You know, after this weekend, we'll see more. You know, about that. But Texas A&M, if they win their next couple of games, and we go into the Big Ten championship, I'm really interested to see of the winner of the Big Ten championship, whoever it may be, what they get placed. Which it shouldn't affect you, the loser or winner. It shouldn't affect you unless you get blown out. You know, it shouldn't really affect you all that much, but it's just, yeah, I agree I agree that we have the spot to say yes. I do. I mean, I'm a little bit 50-50 on it. You know, we're definitely, I think, going to be in the top 4 and have the rest. But a note that you should know, people, is that last year the top 4 seeds all lost, and that's just crazy to think about. You know, I don't know if it was the extra week. There's some teams that were in there that didn't belong there, but yeah. So that's something to think about too, because you get a lot of rest in between. You know, and if you're an active player, sometimes that's hard to come back to ball after being off that long.
Yeah. So, do you know about the new college football playoff rules?
No.
No? Okay. So, I'm going to go based off of us right now in the four highest seeds, okay?
Right.
In the top 4.
Are you talking about the strength of schedule and stuff, or schedule strength?
No. This is different.
Okay.
The four highest ranked teams will be assigned to playoff quarterfinal bowls on selection day in ranking order in consideration of the current contract bowl relationships. For example, the highest ranked team is from the Big Ten. That would be assigned to the Rose Bowl game.
Yeah, because the Rose Bowl is ours.
Okay, so how do we look at this? Because Big Ten, so we have this conference championship game.
Right.
Say somehow we lost this game.
Right.
Where would that put us? Will we still be in the 4? Because we lost that game because we're no longer the biggest in the Big Ten now.
It shouldn't affect you technically, the way it's set up. I think that what would happen is that we would move to number 3 or number 4. Number 3 would be going to Georgia, or 2 is Georgia, to Atlanta. No, Dallas. Number 2 is Dallas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we could end up going to Georgia game. I think New Orleans is the 4th one, or no, Miami is this year. Yeah, Miami is the 4th one, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I would rather have us go to Florida.
You're only saying that so we can go see him.
No,
I'm joking.
No, I'm going to go see him.
Yeah.
We're in the college football playoffs this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scrape every ounce of money I have. I might even sell some rings and some other crap that I have just to go. I mean, maybe I'll just sell the boat and we'll go.
So this is what I'm seeing here. The new policy will guarantee the 5 highest ranked team conference champions. The new policy will guarantee the 5 highest ranked conference champions a place in the playoff will no longer include a bye for the highest
for the
Right.
4 highest ranked champions.
Yeah, so that means like the group of 5, Big 12, ACC, and stuff like that, unless they get into the top 4 in rankings, will not get those games.
Okay, so if we do lose this against Ohio State, we'll still be with the first round bye.
Right.
Okay.
That, to me, I mean, that's just me talking, you know what I mean?
Right. So where I leave off at, the 12-team bracket will now be seeded directly based on final ranking of the CFP selection committee, with the 4 highest ranked teams receiving a first round bye. If one or more of the 5 highest ranked conference champions are ranked outside of the top 12, that team or teams would move up to the 12th seed, 11th seed, based on the number of conference championships outside the top 12.
Right.
I don't know, Dad. I think if we lose against Ohio State, we would be out of it.
Out of the 4?
Out of the 4, yes.
No.
No?
No.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to put my dog out.
But yeah, no, that I don't think that'll happen. You can't. You're not supposed to. I don't think that they'll do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where I'm still confused on about this college football playoff stuff.
Everybody is, because they changed it again from last year to this year. So
Right.
everybody's kind of confused how the committee's going to vote. But I think that we have enough eye candy for them that they'll keep us in the top 4.
Yeah.
The question to me is, if we lose it, we'll go to what we'll go to next. I don't know what the second or third. I know the second team is in Dallas. So I think that we, be 1 through 4. I don't know what they'll do if they put us at 3 or just swap us, because I think that Texas A&M will have enough where they'll go to number 2.
Yeah.
And really, honestly, that Texas A&M and SEC will be pushing for number 2.
Yeah.
You know why they're pushing for number 2? It's in Dallas.
Ooh.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
They're pushing for that, so they'll be like home field advantage.
Yeah, so you want to talk a little bit about these matchups this week?
Yeah, let's talk about the matchups this week.
'Cause I know there was a couple in there that looked pretty interesting. Let's see. Man, there was a big game. I totally forgot who was playing. Oh, there it is. Number 11, Oklahoma versus number 4, Alabama. Who do you think's coming out on that?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game. It's at Alabama, so. Whew.
I think a hard-fought game till the half and Alabama comes out.
Alabama's going to have to show me some more. I mean, their quarterback, Ty Simpson, has been playing really well. They've got a good running game, a pretty good wide receiver set. I don't know, man. That's going to be a tight game. I just think it's going to come down to the end. Alabama's favored, but I don't know. I'd like to see Alabama win, just because our old assistant coaches are there.
Right.
I really, honestly, it's a coin flip for me on that one.
Yeah, what about number 10, Texas versus number 5, Georgia?
Oh, I want Georgia to win that game, just because I'm so sick of Texas getting ranked so high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really would. I really would like to see that happen, because them. They're ranked high, and I don't think that there should be. Honestly,
Well, you don't think Archie Manning over there?
Arch, he's a good quarterback, but he's young.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
This is his first season starting. And their line, honestly, their line hasn't been playing very well for him. That's just fact of the matter.
Right. So we got that.
TCU at BYU. That's another game that should be interesting. BYU lost their last game. The Big 12 isn't all that great this year.
No, I wish BYU won that game against Texas Tech.
Right.
So they would keep following us down. That was the matchup I wanted to see.
Yeah. But another big game this weekend, people don't realize this, but oh boy, you have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Pitt Panthers.
That's gonna be.
We have a lot. People don't realize this, but Pitt and Notre Dame, we have a lot of people that come from that area that's on our coaching staff for both Notre Dame and Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
This is our recruiting. This is started to be one of our main recruiting areas. Is this area? So this is going to be a great football game. I really, really, really would love to see Pitt win this game.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really would. Just because Notre Dame has to join a conference. I've been preaching this for so long. I've always had respect for Notre Dame. I've always liked Notre Dame. A lot of my family loves Notre Dame, and my past family that have left us have been huge Notre Dame fans.
Yeah.
Huge. But really, I really would love to see Pitt come in and win. They're both at 7-2. And I just really want Notre Dame to join the damn conference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really do. The big game of South Carolina and Texas A&M. I mean, it's Texas or South Carolina hasn't played a lot this year very well. They're usually a really good team. That's another game that I think that Texas A&M will win, not just by the record, but by what the talent level is on both teams. Texas A&M has probably got the best bot team in football right past Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm serious. They've got a lot of money thrown around in that area. Then you have another Texas team, Texas Tech, who starts moving up again. They're in the Big 12. So that's a team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. I think that we could win, against them. Texas Tech against UCF, University of Central Florida. That might be a good game too. UCF's 4-5. They had a lot of injuries this year, so that's been a problem. So I think that in Lubbock, Texas Tech's at home. I think they're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
I really do. So we actually have family at Texas A&M too.
Yep.
We do. Your cousin.
Yeah, cousin.
Your cousin's there at Texas A&M.
Freaking kid grew like a weed, that's for sure.
But yeah.
So we have. Wow, I didn't think Tennessee was ranked up that high. Number
23. That's SEC bias at its best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, New Mexico State. It's like this is what drives me nuts. More than anything, it's like the last 3 weeks we've been talking about SEC teams.
Yeah.
And they sit here and tell us about our schedules and how soft our schedules are. you're the last couple of weeks of the season, you are playing friggin' cake teams.
Yeah.
New Mexico State at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having another rest game. It's like having another freaking bye week.
And that's
New Mexico State. I mean, God.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I hate that bias. God, that makes me. That ticks me off. That grinds my gears, folks. I tell you what, that pisses. He knows it. That's why he's laughing. He's getting me all worked up about this. It just drives me nuts. Get the freaking first 3 games of the season. Make that your non-con games. Then get into your conference games.
Yeah.
Next year, I'll give it to them. SEC next year will be doing the same scheduling that we have to do because they're going to the same format that we're at. But they added +1, which means they have to play 1 game against Big 12, ACC, or something, or something like that, or another one of the power conferences.
Yeah.
And they really want to get away with playing against, for all football, college football. They want to get playing against a really weak teams, slash like our game against a couple of teams.
Yeah.
Old Dominion's a conference team.
I mean, I like getting our first 3 tune-up games out.
Right.
In the beginning, to kind of get us under our feet, and then, taking off and doing our conference from there. I never understood why the SEC does that. I honestly think rating a team up in the top 5, top 10, top 25, and you're playing, booth teams at the end of the year shouldn't mean anything.
Yeah. The ranking's still there because they've had the games. They've played and they won. But my argument is that they're getting, and I don't care what anybody says, you're getting rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rest game at the end of the year in a non-conference game.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And I don't know what conference even New Mexico State's in. I have no idea.
New Mexico State.
They're in independent.
They shouldn't be. I don't think so.
So, Big Sky, is it the Big Sky Conference?
No,
Conference USA.
Yeah, Conference USA.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Kennesaw State's leading it right now. Jacksonville State's in second. New Mexico State's on the bottom part. It's like that schedule is just the conference standings. It's just like, wow.
They played Bryant, Tulsa, Louisiana Tech, New Mexico, Sam Houston, Liberty, Missouri State, Western Kentucky, Kennesaw. I mean, how? Never mind. I'm going to get myself worked up. Going on a rant about the SEC.
And Kennesaw State, you got to think about this. We played against Kennesaw State in that conference, and I didn't think we should play them in the beginning. But you know what? They're undefeated in that conference right now.
Yeah.
And look at Old Dominion, what they've been able to do.
Yeah.
At least we had something with somewhat style points. And now our Indiana State game, we should never have played that game. I mean, I'll be honest, folks. That game we should never even played. I understand that we'd like to give Indiana State the money to come play us for their school. I mean, that's the right thing to do for our team to do that for them.
One good game I'm eyeballing right now is the Minnesota-Oregon game happening on Friday at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Minnesota at Oregon.
Yeah.
6-3 Minnesota taking on 8-1. Hold on. Let me say it a little louder. 8-1 Oregon.
Yeah, because we beat Oregon, yeah. I don't think that. I mean, Minnesota looks pretty good, but I don't think they're going to be able to compete at Oregon.
I just want to see some snow happen. Some good football. Okay.
Oregon doesn't have snow.
No, it's rainy.
It's rainy.
Yeah. God, I still want to go to Oregon.
Yeah, me
I
too.
keep looking at it. I just want to go.
Next year we won't be able to do it, but maybe the year after that, I don't know. We'll try to get there sometime in the future.
Yeah.
So another big game for the Big Ten this weekend is Iowa at USC.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's going to be a big game. You know,
That's actually, if we think about it, Dad, that's whoever wins out on this one, plays, towards.
might be might get into the conference or the CFP.
Yeah.
The playoff committee might put them in because we have the Big Ten rankings.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting right there with Michigan and Oregon and USC are sitting right in there, but they have 2 losses now, so I think they drop out. They're 5-1 in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But they're still 5-1 in the Big Ten. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens there with that.
I'm pretty interested to see if Iowa can beat USC. I'm pretty interested in seeing that.
Iowa's a darn good football team, man. If they didn't have that key injuries and key positions, i.e., quarterback and other positions, they're a darn good, well coached football team.
They are.
It's just one of those things because you're sitting here right now with the USC Trojans are number 3 in the Big Ten at 5-1, so it's going to be a huge game for them. Oregon is, number 4. They're 5-1 in the Big Ten. Michigan Wolverines are 5-1 in the Big Ten, and Iowa is 4-2, and Minnesota is 4-2. So depending on what happens the last couple of weeks of the season here, like we beat Oregon and Iowa head to head. We beat them head to head. So actually Indiana's ranked 1st in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State's ranked 2nd in the Big Ten. We have one more game than Ohio State does because they were off on the off week earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 7-0 in the Big Ten, and we're 10-0, and Ohio State's 6-0 and 9-0. But our strength of schedule is higher. But this weekend coming up, it's going to be big for USC. It's really going to be big for USC. I can't remember if Michigan plays this weekend.
I think they do.
Because you have Michigan at 5-1 and Oregon 5-1 and USC at 5-1. USC 1, Oregon Ducks 2, and Michigan 3 at the 5-1. So it would be one of those 3 teams are going to have to come up and play Michigan State or Michigan is at Northwestern.
Yeah. Noon game.
So yeah, I mean, that's another game that they played well. Northwestern surprisingly has been pretty good.
Yeah.
But so that's another big game that we have in the Big Ten this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
So in conclusion here, we're running about out of time.
Yeah.
Because we've gone an hour and 14 minutes. I would like to keep it within an hour, but in conclusion, the keys to the IU win this weekend is 1, stop the run.
Right.
2, I think run the ball.
Yep.
3, the fans
Yeah.
get pumped up.
Yeah.
All 4 downs. Let's be loud the whole game for them. Try to get in the stadium at 11:30. Another key to the game is special teams this week. special teams are going to matter.
Yeah.
They really are. I think that this game. Funny enough, I know it sounds like really weird, but IU has to dominate this game.
Yeah.
Because we cannot let Wisconsin come here and have any hope of winning.
Right.
You give them a glimpse
Yeah.
of the opportunity to win.
Run with it.
They're going to run with it. And they're going to be pumped up. We have to dominate. We have to, as fans, we have to be loud, stay all 4 quarters to the end of the game. So at the end of the game, when the clock hits 0, no matter what happens, we all stand up and scream as loud as we can for what this team has done this year.
Right.
I mean, we have to do that for them. We have to be there for them to be a top tier fan base, which we're still working on. We're not used to this. A lot of us aren't. Many years of watching unpacked, no packed stadiums unless Ohio State came to town or Iowa came to town or Wisconsin came to town. They used to come and pack our stadium, folks. So we really have to dominate on both sides of the ball. We have to get the quick passing game working. Find the zone, sit in the zone, get some passes that way. Mendoza could have a very big game this game to get his Heisman Mendoza.
Yeah, his Heisman
ranking up, and very well could be one of the top draft picks in this year's draft. If he decides to go out, please stay, because I think you should wait another year and learn and see next year. There's going to be a lot more players coming out, and you could maybe get to a team now have an offensive line. You're not thrown into the lines then right off the bat.
Yeah.
But because he has all the talent to go the first round. I'm not saying that at all. And I wouldn't be no ill will if he did, but I'm just saying, as someone who watches a lot of football, sometimes it's better to get drafted later on in the rounds, and then you have an offensive line already there for you. When you step into the game, that's a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot to sit back and watch and learn from a pro that's been playing there, to learn this how NFL life is and how it works. But so, guys, thanks for being with us. God bless. This is Jason Simpson with Hoosier Faithful and Chase Simpson. Weekdays at 11 on Tuesday and Thursday. And thanks for being with us. Have a good day. Go Hoosiers.